Hi, it's Naomi back with another vlog for you. This time I'm going to be talking about The Binding by Bridget Collins. So this is the author's first adult novel. She previously was a YA author. It's a fantastic story, and why I wanted to talk about it today is because I think so many different types of people are going to enjoy it. It crosses so many different genres. It's a bit of historical fiction, it's a bit of a romance, a bit of fantasy, some elements of mystery in there as well. And I can almost tell that the author has written young adult novels before, because this is almost like the perfect bridge between the two genres. This is probably great for someone who usually sticks to YA but is trying to maybe branch out a little. It reminds me a little bit of like the Night Circus and the Miniaturist and the Essex Serpent, and there's a tiny drop of sort of Sarah Waters style in there as well. So the author shows us this world of bookbinding, where you can choose to have a bookbinder come and bind your memories in a book. And once your memories are bound, you'll forget them. So if you have a traumatic experience, you can choose to have that erased from your memory, which I can see why a lot of people would be quite tempted by it. So when we first sort of start reading the book, a binding is done as this almost sort of sacred act, and only in the most extreme cases by the professional bookbinders. But as the novel moves on, we start to see it done a little bit more frequently and under the influence of quite a lot of rich people. And that's where books start becoming dangerous. So money means that books can be bought and sold even when they're not supposed to. So your darkest memories and most traumatic experiences could be up for sale to the highest bidder, and that's just a really terrifying thought. Emmett, one of the main characters, he is a bookbinder, and he is apprenticed at the beginning of the novel to a more senior bookbinder to learn the trade. And something that we learn about bookbinding as the novel goes on is that bookbinders are born, they're not made. You can't choose to join this industry. It's this innate power that they have. And this is perhaps why outsiders look upon them as sort of these witchy, sort of mysterious figures. But yeah, binding is this calling that you just can't escape, and I think Emmett realises that as the novel goes on. Another thing I wanted to mention was the romance, or the love story within the novel. I don't want to say too much about it because I do think it's the easiest part of the novel to spoil. All I will say is that I enjoyed it. I thought it was paced very well, and I believed in it. And I won't say any more than that because I thought the journey of the romance was really so great in the book, and I want everyone else to have the opportunity to have the same experience. This book is such a pleasure to read. So 50 pages flies by like that. You get up from this book and you realise you've accidentally read a quarter of it without even intending to. I think this is due to the author's style, the way she writes, it just flows so well, and the world that she creates is so immersive. And a word on that, it leaves you hoping that there's perhaps a sequel or maybe even a prequel. I think both would work. She's got a lot of characters and a huge world she's built up, so it'll be interesting to see where she chooses to go next, whether it's something else written inside this world or maybe an entirely new project. I will be watching whatever. I also wanted to say that the book itself is beautiful. I have a proof copy here, but the finished hardbacks are absolutely stunning. The publisher done an amazing job of creating something that really evokes the novel, and something that also wouldn't look out of place on the shelves of Emmett's bookbindery. Yeah, so overall, I did just really love this novel. I thought it was such, again, so immersive, such an interesting read. I think that anyone who's looking for a little escapism at this time of year is bound to enjoy it. I think it would be quite an interesting read for book clubs as well, and just someone who's wanting to try something new. As I said, maybe someone who usually reads YA but wants to try something a little different. Yeah, so I thoroughly enjoyed it, and if you've read it or you're going to read it, let me know what you think. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for listening. If you want to hear more from me, more from the other vloggers, or more from Waterstones in general, then please do subscribe to our channel. Okay, bye bye.
Basically, For me, I think like the nicest feeling in the world is, you know, when you're a little kid and you're kind of playing your own little game that you've made up, and people come over to you and say, "Can I join in your game?" And you're like, "Yes, you absolutely can." And I reached out and unwrapped the bundle as gently as if it was alive. It was a book block, neatly sewn with thick dark end papers threaded with white, like tiny roots reaching through soil. The blood sang in my fingertips. A book. The first book I'd seen since I'd been here. The first since I was a child and learned that they were forbidden.